I didn't see you there. I was wearing my personal protective device here, as we've been having to do or across the country here. The only thing is, here in California, the only thing we need protection against now is all the rhetoric being spewed from our state capital and much of our state governments. The plain and simple fact is the rest of this country is ready to start opening back up, and many states have. Many states have opened back up and are enjoying the quality of life that American citizens should be. Unfortunately, our administration in the state of California sees that as not acceptable. It's not a political rant, but one can see, the information is there, that it's predominantly red states that are opening back up and blue states that are not. In the first half of March, I predicted, unfortunately, I hate to say I told you so, but I predicted that this was to become a socialist experiment. And it's becoming exactly that. There have been very, very few liberties allowed citizens through this, and very close to draconian measures taken to enforce the restrictions. Various counties have taken various stances on this, but overall, the state government in Sacramento has pretty much laid down their law as far as allowing counties to open back up. This county, Riverside County in the south, its board of supervisors and its sheriff, Chad Bianco, a man of the people, have implored the state to let this county open back up. They are ready. We are ready. People need to get back to work. People need to get on with their lives. Chad Bianco, our sheriff, has said that he will not turn a citizen into a criminal by enforcing any of the restrictions placed forth by Sacramento regarding wearing protective masks in public and all of this stuff. He's not going to turn citizens into criminals. He's said it, and God bless him for it. Unfortunately, there is a very large portion of our community that isn't turning itself into criminals, but it's ready to assume the position of being sheep. Now, when this whole thing started, the country as a whole, the nation as a whole, experienced a very large volume of panic buying regarding firearms, guns. And that was due mostly to first-time gun buyers. Gun people didn't go out and buy all the guns. Gun people already have their guns, mostly. They were responsible for getting a lot of the ammunition. No argument there. That's what gun people do. They stockpile ammunition. Well, for the zombies. But first-time buyers, they buy their first gun, their only gun. They get a box or two of shells. That's what a good dealer does. A car dealer doesn't give you a car with no gas in it, and that's what a gun dealer does. He sells you a gun, he sells you some shells too. So one day, the non-Second Amendment, the people that are not pro-2A Second Amendment, guns were bad. But the very next day, guns are good because now it became personal. Now they needed one. And they came to a rude awakening. that you couldn't just walk into a store, your local Walmart, your local gun shop. I don't even know if Kmart still sells guns. And you couldn't just buy a gun and walk out with it. We have a lot of hoops to jump through, some of them flaming and some of them you got to go through backwards. And there's a 10-day waiting period for all firearm purchases. So these people sobered up real quick and realized it's not as easy as they thought. Through their ignorance, they had thought that. And now through an education, they see that it's not the way that it happens. And they were fine with that. They exercised their Second Amendment rights, and we were all very happy for them. We were happy that they saw the light. But unfortunately now those very same people who decry the pro-2A, the pro-Second Amendment people as terrorists and all this stuff, only the day before, they're now gun owners. They are now the ones that, they're the ones that elected these officials. Pro-gun people did not elect these officials that are making these restrictions. They didn't. Pro-gun people generally will not vote in anti-Second Amendment politicians. It's a rule, or as a rule. We don't have secret meetings where we make rules. It doesn't happen like that. So, your all's chickens have come home to roost, and you're losing your rights as citizens. You tasted your rights with the Second Amendment, but the bad taste that is in your mouth now is your First Amendment rights being lost. You now have to tell your elected officials that you need this state reopened. People have to get back to work. Don't listen to Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or Maxine Waters or all of them that are telling you, do not go back to work. Keep collecting that extra on top of what you're getting, extra $600. Keep collecting that. They're going to break the system with your help. You will break the system. The government does not have money. The government does not own anything. The government has money. That's our money. It's our taxes. It's not their money. So when they're giving you your extra $600, how do you think they're going to fill the coffers back up? They're going to raise our taxes again. These are the people that you elected in. These are those people with the great ideas that were going to help you. They're not helping you now. They're keeping you from going to Starbucks to drink your soys and lattes. They're keeping you from going out and seeing your movies. They're keeping you from going out and having a good time with all your buddies and your pals. They're keeping you from having your barbecues where you can drink your rosé. They're keeping you from that. They're keeping you from drinking with your friends. What's going to happen to all that Zinfandel? These are your elected officials that you wanted in. Now it's time to talk to them and say, listen, my name counts as a vote. Now, if tens of thousands of these names and votes come in, they're going to sing a different tune, because come election day, they're going to be out of a job if they don't honor the will of their constituents. They've already turned their backs on us. But you people can sway that. Get out there. And those of you that are collecting that extra $600, shame on you. For shame. You're slugs. You're parasites. You're leeching off the system. Get back to work. People want to get back to work. Families want to go back to the park. Families want to go back to the beach. Families want to go back on the trails. They want to go out and ride their bicycles. Get that sand out of the skate parks that they filled all the skate parks up with sand. Open this state back up. Stand up for your rights. Stand up for yourselves. It is your right under the Constitution, freedom to assemble peacefully, but assemble nonetheless. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion. People aren't able to go to church. The government cannot do that. The government cannot keep a person from going to church, cannot keep people from assembling. You going to Starbucks with your pals? That's assembling. Contact your elected officials. We need to put a stop to this. Wake up, California. Wake up. Keep your powder dry.